The Ultimate Visa Guide to Canada 2024. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Migravo, the largest migrant community on Earth. Today, we're diving into the Ultimate Visa Guide to Canada for 2024. We'll cover all the visa types, eligibility criteria, required documents, and the application process in detail. Whether you're looking to work, study, or settle in Canada, this guide has got you covered. Let's get started. Canada offers a variety of visas to cater to different needs and purposes. Here's an overview of the main visa types we'll be discussing today. 1. Express Entry. 2. Provincial Nominee Program, PNP. 3. Family Sponsorship. 4. Study Permit. 5. Work Permit. 6. Visitor Visa. 7. Startup Visa. 8. Self-employed visa. Let's break each of these down. Introduction to Express Entry. Express Entry is one of the fastest ways to immigrate to Canada. It's an online system used to manage applications for permanent residence from skilled workers. Eligibility criteria. To be eligible, you must qualify under one of the following programs: Federal Skilled Worker Program, Federal Skilled Trades Program, Canadian Experience Class. You'll need to meet specific criteria related to work experience, education, language ability, and other factors. For more details, visit Express Entry Eligibility. Required documents. Key documents include passport or travel document, language test results, educational credential assessment report, proof of funds, job offer, if applicable, police certificates, medical exams, proof of work experience. For a complete list, visit Express Entry Documents. Application process. The process involves 1. Checking your eligibility. 2. Creating an Express Entry profile. 3. Getting an invitation to apply, ITA. 4. Submitting your application for permanent residence online. 5. Completing medical exams and police checks. 6. Receiving your confirmation of permanent residence, COPR. Detailed steps can be found at Express Entry Process. Provincial Nominee Program, PNP. Introduction to PNP. The Provincial Nominee Program allows Canadian provinces and territories to nominate individuals for immigration based on their specific needs. Eligibility criteria. Eligibility varies by province but generally includes skills, education, and work experience that can contribute to the economy of the province or territory. Intent to live in that province. Ability to become economically established in Canada. For more details, visit PNP Eligibility. Required documents. Typical documents include passport or travel document, educational credentials, language test results, proof of work experience, proof of funds, medical and police certificates, provincial nomination certificate. For a complete list, visit PNP Documents. Application process. The process includes 1. Choosing a province or territory and checking its requirements. 2. Applying for nomination. 3. Receiving a provincial nomination certificate. 4. Applying to the federal government for permanent residence. Detailed steps can be found at PNP Process. Family Sponsorship. Introduction to Family Sponsorship. Family sponsorship allows Canadian citizens and permanent residents to sponsor their relatives to come to Canada. Eligibility criteria. Sponsors must be at least 18 years old. Be a Canadian citizen or permanent resident. Be able to support the sponsored person financially. Sponsored persons must be a spouse, common law partner, conjugal partner, dependent child, parent, grandparent, or other eligible relative. For more details, visit Family Sponsorship Eligibility. Required documents. Documents include proof of relationship, marriage certificate, birth certificate, etc. Sponsors proof of status in Canada, financial documents, police certificates, medical exams. For a complete list, visit family sponsorship documents. Application process. The steps are: 1. Submitting sponsorship and permanent residence applications together. 2. Processing by the Canadian Immigration Authorities. 3. Completing medical and police checks. 4. Receiving permanent resident status. Detailed steps can be found at Family Sponsorship Process. Introduction to Study Permit. A study permit allows international students to study at designated learning institutions, DLIs, in Canada. Eligibility criteria. You must have a letter of acceptance from a DLI. Prove you have enough money for tuition, living expenses, and return transportation. Be a law-abiding citizen with no criminal record. Be in good health and willing to complete a medical exam if necessary. For more details, visit Study Permit Eligibility. Required documents. Key documents include passport, letter of acceptance from a DLI, proof of financial support, police certificate, medical exam results, letter of explanation, if required. For a complete list, visit Study Permit Documents. Application process. The process involves: 1. Getting a letter of acceptance. 2. Gathering the necessary documents. 3. Applying online or on paper. 4. Attending a visa interview, if required. 5. Arriving in Canada and maintaining your status as a student. Detailed steps can be found at Study Permit Process. Introduction to Work Permit. A work permit allows you to work in Canada on a temporary basis. There are two types: employer-specific and open work permits. Eligibility criteria. General criteria include a job offer from a Canadian employer. For employer-specific permits, proof of funds to support yourself, meeting health and character requirements. For more details, visit Work Permit Eligibility. Required documents. Documents needed: passport, job offer letter, labor market impact assessment, if applicable, proof of work experience, proof of funds, medical exam and police certificate. For a complete list, visit Work Permit Documents. Application process. The steps are: 1. Getting a job offer. 2. Applying for a work permit online or on paper. 3. Completing medical exams and police checks. 4. Receiving your work permit. Detailed steps can be found at Work Permit Process.
The Introduction to Visitor Visa. A visitor visa, or temporary resident visa, TRV, allows you to visit Canada for tourism, business, or family visits. Eligibility criteria. You must have a valid passport, be in good health, have no criminal record, convince an immigration officer that you will leave Canada at the end of your visit. For more details, visit Visitor Visa Eligibility. Required documents. Documents include passport, proof of funds, travel itinerary, invitation letter, if visiting family, friends, medical exam, if required. For a complete list, visit Visitor Visa Documents. Application process. The process involves: 1. Applying online or on paper. 2. Providing biometrics, fingerprints and photo. 3. Attending a visa interview, if required. 4. Receiving your visa and planning your trip. Detailed steps can be found at Visitor Visa Process. The Introduction to Startup Visa. The Startup Visa program is designed for entrepreneurs who want to start a business in Canada. Eligibility criteria: you must have a qualifying business, secure a commitment from a designated organization, venture capital fund, angel investor group, or business incubator. Meet language requirements, have sufficient settlement funds. For more details, visit Startup Visa eligibility. Required documents. Key documents include passport, proof of business ownership and investment, language test results, proof of funds, medical and police certificates. For a complete list, visit Startup Visa documents. Application process. The steps are: 1. Securing a commitment from a designated organization. 2. Gathering the necessary documents. 3. Applying for the visa online or on paper. 4. Completing medical and police checks. 5. Receiving your visa and starting your business in Canada. Detailed steps can be found at Startup Visa process. Introduction to Self-Employed Visa. The self-employed visa is for individuals with relevant experience in cultural activities or athletics who can make a significant contribution to Canada. Eligibility criteria: you must have relevant experience, at least 2 years. Demonstrate the intention and ability to become self-employed in Canada. Meet selection criteria: experience, education, age, language abilities, and adaptability. For more details, visit Self-Employed Visa eligibility. Application process. The process includes: 1. Gathering the necessary documents. 2. Applying online or on paper. 3. Completing medical and police checks. 4. Receiving your visa and starting your self-employed career in Canada. Detailed steps can be found at Self-Employed Visa process. Host, and there you have it, the ultimate visa guide to Canada for 2024. We hope this comprehensive overview helps you find the right path to your Canadian dream. All the relevant links are included in the description below. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Catch us on Facebook or log on to www.mygravo.com for more information. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video on MyGravo. Stay tuned for more migration insights and tips on MyGravo. Safe travels!